Damn, that shit went straight to 15 seconds. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Bashem, Raka Kodash.
some honors to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, and salutation and much love to Akim out there pushing out his word, truth, and sincerity. And we're the brothers from Great Millstone Tampa Church, and just back for another weekly lesson. Lord's will is edifying. But we'll start off, it's various topics, but we'll start talking about, what's mainstream right now, which is the election, which is all a bunch of bullshit, freak show, circus, Soleil. But they're saying that this is going to be the most important, um, most important election, and whatever the outcome is going to be is going to impact the rest of the decades or whatever they're saying. But these motherfuckers still haven't realized that it don't matter what you voting. That shit don't change nothing. Your vote don't count. All right, it's all a bunch of BS. It's which empty promises. But what's is gonna come out of this that's good for us is what the civil unrest. All right, the riots. All right, you can already see it's brewing. All right, people gonna be fighting each other. You know, and invading one another, as the scripture say, over a damn election, So things are about to get a lot worse here in these next coming weeks here. Was like 10 days or 13 days, some shit like that for the election, November 3rd. So it's about to go down. But I'm gonna read this real quick, and then this is second Ezra 15. I just want to hit a point real quick, and then we could jump up on there. You brothers got it. This is second Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So this whole election thing is ultimately leading down to this, these prophecies that second Ezra 15, second Ezra 16, just straight out chaos in the streets, and this is a catalyst for it. All right. So like Apostle Ramla just did a video today. And he said, when people ain't got nothing to lose, they lose it. Hey, well, desperate times call for desperate measures. So when there's, like I said, a lack of bread and for great tribulation, so this is what's going to drive people over the edge, man. And it's it's been brewing up with this COVID-19, leading to the food shortages in the stores. So people are about to lose their shit, man. All right, they're about to get super desperate, like people with kids. They're used to feeding their kids every day, Happy Meals and, some Mountain Dew. So when they shit hits the fan and they can't feed little Timmy, they're going to have to do something. So what is they going to do? They're going to go and rob his neighbor, So this is the stage that's being set for here in America, because it's already happening around the whole world. It's been happening. We've been telling people, look, this is, the shit that was happening in Venezuela. This is going to come here to America. And lo and behold, earlier this year, the formula has been set, and now it's just unraveling. So it's going to get a lot worse here in America, and then people are going to start killing each other and not have no pity on anybody, And if people fighting over who you voted for, how much more when it's life or death, for a piece of bread, But go ahead, brother.
And you, Jake, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you shouldn't be taking part in none of that. This isn't your fight. This is their fight. This is Esau Edom's election. This ain't got nothing to do with us. But yet, you want to hold fast to these puppets that they put on a pedestal for you when they have really nothing. Then they don't have your best interest in mind. I seen a meme where basically, the Democrats after the election, they see a black dude getting thrown out the car. That's you Negroes. That's you Israelites. The scriptures say this in Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. It says, "Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God or thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother." So you're over here choosing Edomite versus Edomite. That's the Lord said not to set no one king over you that's not of your nation and not of your brethren. But here it is. you're gonna do that because it's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Both of them is evil. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's gonna end up either. You take part in that, then that means you have faith in this American Babylonian system. Go ahead, bro.
And that like you said, is the better of the two evils. Well, you got a fucking clown or a pedophile, which both of them are pedophiles. But you got Sleepy Joe in the red corner, and Trump the chump in the blue corner, man. It's a fucking joke. But like the brother said, man, people actually believe in this. They actually believe in this, and that's the image of the beast. The people are worshiping the image of the beast, man. This democracy, all this philosophies, and the way this place is ran. These people are fucking submerged in it, not even knee deep in it. They're submerged in it, And this is so Jake has no idea what's about to come, man. They're worried about the election and whatever other bullshit Jake's into right now, but they have no idea that there's about to be food shortages, about to be a real pestilences that I'm talking about, going to make COVID-19 look like a walk in the park. All right, all kind of things about the plagues that happened as before in Egypt, So Jake is just clueless, man. Don't know what he about to run into a brick wall doing 100. Go ahead, brother. Yes,
yeah, I got just a quick precept. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'm gonna get right to the point. I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness," is going into Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. "And them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. It says, for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but who had pleasure in unrighteousness."
So hey, the Lord giving these Jakes over to these strong delusions. These stupid son bitches will stand in line for 2 hours to go vote 6 feet apart, but won't spend 10 minutes listening to the prophets of the Lord. So that's why the Lord ain't gonna save them. That's why it was written in Isaiah, but I think it was Paul had quoted it maybe. But nonetheless, it says that he blinded their eyes, lest they should see, and convert and be healed. The Lord ain't trying to save these people. You what are you gonna do with a nigga wearing a Trump hat standing in line with a mask on? These people don't deserve to survive, man. They need to die. If you still haven't figured it out here in 2020 that voting is a waste of time, then you deserve a missile, man. You deserve to eat a missile.
I got a precept for you, brother. Going back, you're talking about them fighting over the bread and things, and also these elections. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2 and 3. It says, "And I will set Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards." Over these elections, you go ahead, brother.
No, you got it. No, go ahead, you get it.
Oh, just to back you up, you're talking about over the food and over the elections and things like that. How they send in the news already. These people with these doomsday bunkers, they're activating them for the day after the elections, no matter what the outcome is. And all these different things. They already forecast. They already predict the program and telling you, hey, it's not going to look good if either side wins, or if either side loses. So, hey, either way, it's chaos,
Yep. Either side. It says either way. If the Democrats win, there's going to be riots. If the Republicans win, there's going to be riots. And all that upheaval or uproars of the people, that's in the Bible. And then on top of that, then you got the food shortages. Because either way, whoever they're going to put it, it's going to be still food shortages. There's going to be something going on with the economy.
Hey, brother, I think you're freezing up there, brother.
Oh, Salakia.
Yeah, he's kind of jumping around, kind of.
Yeah, brother, take it.
Kind of. But yeah, like the brother's saying, man, all these things are going to lead to uproars and just complete chaos, man. All right, well, he was saying, if the Democrats win, the Trump supporters said they gonna come. You know, they ready. And then the same thing. The Trump supporters, you know, they saying that look, these people are gonna the Antifa and all that, what they call them, the left wing or whatever. But hey, you remember Trump? He said he told the Proud Boys stand down and stand by. What do you think he meant by that, man? Hey, that boosted them up, man. That gave him a little a moral boost, you know. Yeah, Trump's with us, you know. So hey, these people already, and this has been brewing up, man. That hatred Esau has, they ain't never went nowhere, man. But now, since the eagle-faced Trump got in the office, that hatred has been coming back out, and they can't wait to get out here and start shooting Jakes down by the dozens. And same thing with Jakes, man. They kill their own people all the time. So this is just be another a purge, man. That's what. And they remember that they had that movie, The Purge, election year. You know, so it was by no coincidence that they had that movie, man.
Hey, and real quick, I came across an article last night, and it was on RT, and it was a TV evangelist guy, and he basically said that the Lord revealed unto him that Trump was going to win the election, and that civil unrest was going to come out because of that, and then that basically a war was going to ensue, you know, after that with Israel and all that shit. But you know, like I did a video on it. You know, all these things have been already said by the prophets, but you have a lot of these people that are now talking about, oh well, there's going to come riots, you know, because they're doing this predictive programming. All right, they're getting the people used to all this chaos and nonsense that's happening. So when things really start to get going, people just think it's just another day, and they don't really pay no mind to it. Okay, that's why, like the brother was going into, you're gonna have a lot of Jake are being deceived, man. They're believing a lie. You know, go ahead.
I got something. Okay, just real quick. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So that's what it is. You know, it's setting up, you know, ultimately in the will of the Lord as far as things happen on the planet Earth, because it's been said to happen. You know, so going into what's going to be said is the prophets have been among you. You know, however they said it, you saw it through the Spirit. You know what's going to happen in these last days. You know, so there's no excuses for you people in the world. You know, because really we're just edifying ourselves, because we know you people are not going to hearken anyways. You know, we're here going into exhorting each other daily. You know, while the days draw nigh, going to evil days, because you know we already know what's going to happen. You know, but you other people are getting ready to get a rude awakening. You know.
I got something real quick. We go back to the main point the brother was talking about concerning the elections and voting and shit, right? Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. You know, and that counsel they taking right now is what this democracy, all right, showing you know, you have the right to change, to vote, to make a change, and then individually they listen to the campaign of Donald Trump, the campaign of Joe Biden. All right, they're taking all this counsel of Esau Edom, all right, but not of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, as the brother opened up with, he opened up with a precept about in the law how we shall not set up somebody that is of our nation over us, right? So, hey, that's the counsel of the Lord. The Lord is telling us what we shall do. The Lord is speaking through man right now to tell you the counsel, to tell you what's going on. But you don't take the counsel of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? It says, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So they don't acknowledge Yahweh Shem Shai, acknowledge their offenses. The reason why you have heathens over you, the reason why you have other nations over you, is because you transgress against Yahweh Shem Shai. So therefore, he sent your enemies and set them over you. All right, this is the point. It says that walk and go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So they trust in the system. They trust in so-called liberation. Oh, we got rights to vote. You know, we got rights to do this. We got rights to do that. We got rights to protest. All right, all this false sense of power that the so-called white man's giving you, thinking you can make a change, thinking you can do something, rather it is using your First Amendment freedom of speech, rather it's your using your right to vote, using your right to protest. It's a civil right for me to be able to protest. All this bullshit, man. All right, that's all you trusting in a strength in the shadow of Egypt, man. But you really have no control. All right, and this last scripture says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion." Because ultimately, Egypt is getting ready to get plagued. The Lord said in the Apocrypha, He said, "I will plague Egypt with plagues as before," man. You know,
What chapter is that?
Isaiah 24:3,
20.
It's like Isaiah 30.
And then when you read Isaiah 19, it talks about the Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Babylon, which is this Babylon. So that perverse spirit that you people are trusting in a perverse spirit, man.
Yep.
And the works are failing like a drunken man stagger at the in his vomit, man. And that's what y'all trusting in. That's why y'all gonna be. Read it again.
It says Isaiah 33:3. "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion."
Yeah, the trust in the shadow of Egypt shall be your confusion. Y'all gonna be confused because there's a perverse spirit in the midst of this place, man. The works are failing. Nothing's going according to so-called the plan. And y'all gonna have, like they do in these movies, people running around screaming, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?"
Mhm.
Confused, man. Scared.
God, hey, I got a quick precept to go with what the brother just read. This is Psalms 118, verse 8. "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes." So, like the brother's going into, here it is. Jake always want to vote for somebody and it's always of another nation. You ain't never had no Israelite president. All right. And these niggas never do anything for you. You can't call them up. You can't, pray to them. He ain't coming to your house to check up on you. He don't give a damn about you. But here, the Lord, it's better to trust in Him because He's always there for you. Obviously He turned His back on us because of our people transgressing. But our people always want to put their trust in the oppressors, man. Here this is the brothers going into it the other day. This is the 7th captivity, and Jake's still going to the captors, man. The captives is still going to the captor. That's that Stockholm syndrome, man. That's why the Most High, you got to kill these niggas, man, because they will forever love Esau, man, love their master. And even these thug niggas in the hood, they really love Esau too. They afraid of him. They fear him. Let a cop drive through the hood. Jake is shaking his shit. But the fear of the Lord is far from them, man. The trust of the Lord, they don't trust in the Lord. They don't even know the Lord. And rightfully so, because the Lord said that He says you have they have rejected His knowledge, that He's also reject them. So here it is in 2020. Jake has just lost his hell, trusting in the same system that put him into slavery in the first place. And like the brother saying, "Oh, free! I got the freedom to do this, the freedom to do that. You can vote. You can check a box in a piece of paper." And then Jake thinks that's freedom. Esau gives you the freedom to kill yourself off slowly, the drugs and all this bullshit. And that's freedom. You want to say something now?
No, I'm saying you put a sticker on, a little "I voted" sticker. It's all vanity at the end of the day. Really, when it comes down to it, they don't. If you really believe in this system that it's going to help you and that something's going to change, has it ever changed before? Has it changed for the better before? No, it hasn't. And you can see that we got this whole coronavirus thing popping off. How much? It's not going to get better. You're gonna vote for Biden. You're gonna make everybody wear masks. You're gonna vote for Donald Trump. He's gonna screw up your economy. Either way. It's just going down the toilet. Go ahead, brothers.
Kanakla, you read Isaiah 34?
30.
33. Okay, Kanakla. This is Isaiah 31.
30, yeah.
Okay, Kanakla. This is Isaiah 31. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord." So there you go. woe unto them, man. If you trust in Esau, this system, okay, and that's the same spirit they had back after we left Egypt at the first time. They wanted to go right back because they were that Stockholm syndrome, man. Israel is the perfect example of Stockholm syndrome. So woe unto them, man. They don't even seek after the Lord, and we're not talking about going to church and clapping your hands and stomping your feet. We're talking about seeking the Lord of the Bible, and following His ways and coming back to Him, repenting. That's why like the brother read, I think it was in Thessalonians. That's why the Lord gave them these strong delusions, gave them up to these this circus Olay that you see on TV. Is it matter of fact? Oh no, I think it's tomorrow. That debate, the last debate, that's going to be a shit show. I already know. It's going to be a stand-up comedy act.
Video.
But that's
video
what these dumb niggas are going to go wait in line for to vote, man. Simple.
Hey, real quick, I got a quick precept for you.
Okay.
All right, because a lot of our people are waiting for that stimulus check too, and it's been, they just put a buzz out there, whether you get it before or whether you get it after, who knows, but that's what they trust in Egypt. So this Numbers 11 and 5. Numbers 11 and 5, it says, remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, and the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic? But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes.
Chicken. That chicken we had in Babylon, man. Shit.
Stimulus checks.
The Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah. So, hey, that's pretty much, our people today, man. Look, man, we, Trump, they love Trump because Trump gave them $1,200 and they, niggas are putting, willing to put they only vote they got on Trump in hope that they get a stimulus check. That's just how this shit playing out,
I got scripture. If I can, book of Jeremiah, chapter 17. Jeremiah 17, starting at verse 5. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. For he shall be like a heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh. Yeah, you're gonna be in the dry places. Actually, it keeps saying it. It says, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Hey man, you trusting in man, you're not trusting in the Lord. You're gonna be dried up. You're not gonna it talks about living waters. Us having speaking living waters. If you trust in man, you're gonna be in a dry desert. Verse 7, it says, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. So, we trust in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We don't trust in this system out here. The system has never did anything for us positive. It's always let us down. So we tell our people that, again, like we were saying before. This is not our system. This is their system, and their system is fallen. All right, this is the Babylon. This is the beast system. All right, this is the beast. All right, and it's falling. It's falling apart. But go ahead, brothers.
We're in the belly of the beast. Shit.
Babylon.
But real quick, this is an article one of the elders just said. So because this is what's one of the reasons why people are going to lose their shit from this election, because the news, the media, which is Esau's witchcraft, he's creating a narrative, all right, and creating doubt in people's minds. This is on CNBC, 51 minutes ago. It says Iran and Russia obtained U.S. voter registration data in effort to influence election, national security officials say. So they're just throwing everything at this, man. They're just creating a situation where people aren't going to trust the results. So the Trump support, hopefully it's like a neck and neck, on the news or whatever. Hopefully it's neck and neck so people lose their shit. Because they were talking about that on CNN. the Democrats, they're like, oh, we need a landslide victory, so there's no questions of who wins. Right, man? Esau's he's going all out, man. At this point, you know, he has to just come with it all at this point because it's just pathetic. And the crazy shit is people still believe this. People still standing in line, you know, voting, mailing in their ballots. But yeah, it's just Esau, man, creating that narrative. Go ahead up.
Yo, like Trump, man. It's another thing they put out there. Trump, they put. It's like they made an article. It's like they put over a truck or something, and they had a bunch of ballots with Trump's name on it being thrown in the dumpster and torn up and shit. Like, come on, bro, really?
Yeah.
I've seen that. They're throwing the ballots. The mailmen are throwing the ballots.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah, right. They're burning them and shit. Come on, man.
You know?
That's the article right there. So brothers can see it.
There it goes.
Get them Proud Boys heated.
Yeah, you know. But you got something?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I got something. Going into the seditions of men. All right. This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, starting at verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Connor. Hey, and that seed is planted, all right, all the time. You know, niggas, you know, go to a football game or baseball game talking shit about another team. You know, you gonna get your ass beat up, literally. You literally are gonna get beat up, man. Them people are serious. You know, you go, oh, F the Raiders, and you there for the Bucks, you gonna get beat up, man. You know, that's how divided these people are, man. You know, people are ready literally to fight. You know, talking about F your team and F that, man. People ready to spill your blood, man. You know, so this place is all about division, man.
How much more for your presidential candidate?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The savior. Esau look at Trump like their savior. So you know they're gonna go blazing because that's usually who you see at these football games tossing each other over the damn chairs and shit. Esau, but you know Jay get in there too. But yeah, you know if these niggas are gonna fight over a damn football team, you know, and the whole country's divided, you know.
Yep.
And everybody's looking at America like the laughing stock that it is, you know, because the division is real, you know. You could cut the tension with a knife right now. You got all the Trump supporters, and then you got the not even Biden supporters, just the Antifa and all the you know Black Lives Matter movement and the feminists, all that nonsense, you know. And it's just always back and forth. You see it in these protests, man. That's why I think one of the brothers said it earlier. They've been conditioning people, you know, with these riots throughout this whole year, you know. But now it's gonna come to a point where look, it ain't just gonna be in one little spot like it was out here in Tampa. You know, they were burning the Foot Locker down, and this shit gonna be everywhere, you know.
Yep.
And then they gonna roll out the troops and start clubbing people. Not clubbing people, shooting people down like a stray dog in the streets, man. A rabid dog. We gotta keep going.
I got a precept for you. Oh, go ahead.
Verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And that house, which is here, is Babylon the Great. It's not going to stand. All right. As the brother was going into 2 Thessalonians 2, that great delusion. All these people, they believe in this delusion of this place, but the Lord is systematically bringing this place down bit by bit. And then one of those delusions, like you said, that it's that house being basically Esau's house. You know, which Babylon is that spearheaded. But one of those delusions that they push out here is that everybody is one, that we're all equal. But really, you're not. Okay, that's why there is these divisions, because when you try to link up with people and you thinking you won, you start to notice real quick that y'all ain't in the same mindset, and y'all start to fight, man. That's why this truth is so precious, because you come across like-minded men. Okay, and we're unified in one mind, okay, in one spirit. But the rest of this world, they have all different types of spirits on them. Okay, you have Trump spirits, and then you have Biden spirits, and then you just have the bug outs, and you all different types of spirits that are on these people, man. Okay, that's why, you know, when you coming out of this world, man, you gotta put off that old man. You gotta kill that old man, because that old man is full of different spirits, man. You know, you only want one spirit in you, and that's the spirit of the Heavenly Father. But this spirit, this nation, the whole Edomite system, this beast system, has many different spirits in it, man. Okay, you just look at Esau's history. He always pulls the way he has structured his system and his beliefs. Okay, is pulled from all these different kingdoms: the Babylonian kingdom, the Egyptian kingdom. You know, they took things from the Romans, the Greeks, which is the same people but different kingdoms. You know, and they just merged it all into one. Then not only that, you America's was one big melting pot. You got all these different nations with their beliefs, and it's just chaotic out here, man. There's thousands and thousands of demons out here, and then you wonder why these people, the people are at each other's necks, man. You know? But brother had a precept.
Yeah, I have some.
Yeah, I got some.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Because the Lord is revealing this devil. That covering cast being that veil that the Lord has put over the eyes of the people, man. Okay? But if you want to speak on it too.
Yeah, I read it again. Isaiah 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Yep, and that's another thing. A lot of people are going to start to, like the brother was going into, the sedition amongst men, because the people are starting to see that this government is shit, man. It's bullshit. It ain't all what it's been made out to be, man. So people that cover and cast of the wickedness of Esau, Edom, and not only just the people of this place, but the other nations, all right, that cover and cast is being lifted up. Okay?
Hey, that's why.
Now I was just going to say, just to back you up, Jeremiah says, but I have made Esau barren, and I have discovered his secret place. And that's why you have so-called whistleblowers and Edomites is pretty much coming out, exposing the pedophilia and exposing these certain things that's happening, going up with, to the higher elites, because this is the Most High pretty much discovering his secret parts, man. You know, an old virgin daughter background, man. You know, lifting up that skirt. And the whole world is like, damn, it's a whore this whole time. You know, it's stink, man. You know, look at how she have treated the whole earth, man. You know, so the Lord is making this place bare, man.
Hey, and also too, that's why they're cracking down on speaking about vaccines and chips. Brothers are literally getting their videos removed. Like I've been having to sit back and think about how I'm gonna talk about the COVID, because I know, you know, if I title my lesson anything about the COVID, I'm liable to get my video removed. So I got to sit back and go back to the drawing board and think about how to word it, you know, when I do a lesson on it. But the point is, people are going to their favorite YouTubers, you know, to get info on the news. They ain't going to the mainstream media, and Esau knows that. That's why he's like, man, he got to go to the platform that they're at. So look, we trying to get people, we trying to implement this vaccine and get people as much willingly to take it as possible. All right, but here it is, we got people on YouTube, okay, really spilling the beans and saying what's happening. So look, now we got to go to YouTube and start deleting videos, because they're taking the narrative, they control the narrative. And Esau, his whole thing was to control the narrative. Now he's being exposed, everybody figuring out what these vaccines are really for and what they do and how harmful they are to you. So he's being exposed, and nobody trusts the government anymore, you know, due to that covering cast being destroyed. That spirit of truth is being let out, man. That's all I can say, brother.
Isaiah 25 and 7, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. You know, and that's why in Isaiah the 60th chapter says, "And gross darkness shall cover the people," man. You know, and Edom has did a hell of a job with pretty much making what does Scripture say? Woe to him that say evil is good and good is evil. All right, and this chip is getting ready to be presented as is good, man. Okay, but the whole time when you read the scriptures, it speak about how this chip, okay, which is RFID chip, the mark of the beast, it's going to lead you to your destruction, man. But that's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. The deceiver, man. You know.
I got a precept. It's Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, and the vine languish. All the merry-hearted do sigh, because people see that things are only getting worse. That's why you see articles about gun sales increasing. Alcohol sales have went up. Okay, you see different polls being taken about anti-vaxxers. Russians are opposing against taking vaccine. You see all these things happening, man. Okay, so the new wine does languish, and the merry hearts do sigh. Picking up, dealing with at work, and you hear people just, man, yeah, let me go get a drink, and that's what's happening right now. Everybody, they trying to act like everything's all good, but it ain't all good. So verse 8, it says, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth ended, the joy of the heart ceases, man. So even when you go into the bread and circuses, people don't watch football as much as they used to. They don't watch sports as much as they used to. So all that ceases. The mirth is ceasing, man. It's becoming to a grinding halt. Okay, but truth be told, these other nations and these Edomites see it, but Jake's still living it up. Jake's still trying to have a good time in all their miseries, man. Okay, it says they shall not drink wine with the song, or strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. So as much as you drink, you ain't gonna be able to put off those pains and those sorrows, man. And we are in the beginning of Jacob's trouble. Is just waiting for this thing to get amplified, or this thing to get intense, man. Because as we can see right now, the world is locking back down. All right, Europe, certain places in Europe locking down. Okay, certain places in China, people lining up. They got a vaccine available. Or was it Japan? One of China, Japan. They got a vaccine readily available. And you got to pay money to get that shit. But you should see how many people are lining up and paying their money to get this vaccine. But the point is, hey, that's what it is. Either you'll get things will get locked down, or you're gonna accept this vaccine, and then connect it to this chip somehow. That this chip gonna be next, and that's gonna be the only way you're gonna be able to escape this, man. It's through your death. All right, this is the time where we're coming in, where we choosing sides, man. Because when you look up the definition of the mark of the beast, it states that those that receive the mark from the Antichrist, that's what it say in the definition of blue there. But those that receive the mark of the system, this beast system, man. So those that are ready and love this system and ready to accept this new world order and just want these things to go back to normal, well, yeah, those are the people that's gonna go ahead and get this chip, okay? And they're gonna be ready. But the people that are against the anti-vaxxers, Bill Gates spoke about those. We got to crack down and find the anti-vaxxers, and then ultimately the men of the Lord that's not gonna take the vaccine, that's not gonna take the chip, all right? That's completely contrary to this society. That's when that sedition, all right, is gonna come. All right, this last verse, it says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in it. So the city of confusion is broken down, man. America will never go back to normal. Okay, it had its run. That's it, man. All right, the miracle you knew is done. Retail's major chains are closing down. Restaurants, clothing stores, permanently closing down and not opening back up. So now all you got is a gig economy, man. Whether it's seasonal work, or whether it's like Uber or Lyft or DoorDash or something like that. You operating off a gig economy, man. That's the only real job you got left is gigs, man. That's not a healthy economy,
And that's how the economy or the nation is crumbling when the economy is crumbling, and the economy's been going down for years. It just because they puff up the numbers on I see it now. CNBC, stock market channel, don't mean a damn thing. They could change that shit overnight. But like the brother said, the jobs, there ain't no damn jobs. They keep building. Really the only jobs there is construction. Which most people don't want to get their hands dirty like that. But this going to lead to that, like brother said, the sedition. All right, when they start, because look, the unemployment went pretty high when during this whole thing. Now they start opening things back up, but that shit's going to skyrocket again. Unemployment, and then that's going to cause people to start stealing. All right, going to again, they got for the lack of bread. Okay, and then I think brothers read it earlier about they shall not regard their kings or the princes. So look, people might be standing in line now because they're still bamboozled, but soon they're gonna wake up and smell the fresh air and say the hell with the government, the hell with the police, and they're gonna take things into their own hands.
Mm-hmm. I got a quick
that's
one.
Prophecy.
Quick one here in 2nd Ezra chapter 9. I'll just get to the point. Verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." And uproars of the people is a main sign that we're getting close to the end of this Babylonian kingdom. And of course, we've been seeing uproars, years and years and years, but right now, where it's been the past couple of years is it's been in succession. It's getting worse. People are getting mad. Here it is, we're getting into the so-called holiday season. You think people are going to be joyous and merry? No, people are going to be stressed the hell out. They can't celebrate the holidays like they used to. That shit is dead. That whole spirit is completely dead. So when that time comes around and the snow starts falling and they trying to buy presents, ain't nobody got no money in their pocket. You used to go to Sears, you used to go to Macy's to buy presents, and all that shit is closed up. That's very depressing for this nation, man. Those stores made America, and it's never gonna come back again. You got it, brothers.
Yeah, they got a precept. Okay, kind of real quick. If shit hasn't hit the fan, all out chaos in the streets by Christmas, it's gonna be a sad Christmas for a lot of kids. Go ahead, though.
Hey, or that New Year's party. But nevertheless, like just to back you brothers up, it's all in the spirit. Just had to come back out. I was holding actually the precept Ariel had in this right here in Matthew 24. Just to drive home the point. Matthew 24, and I'm gonna read 2 verses. Verse 10 and 12. It says, "And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another." The people that your friends are, you friends with now, your co-workers or whatever, whatnot. Hey, y'all got different voting parties, or whatever, whatnot, and the election go down, somebody gonna be feeling salty, somebody life going, seemingly hell's gonna be coming upon them, or the other person over at the office rejoicing, then all of a sudden shit gonna go sour for them, Read that again.
Real quick, that's one thing people don't talk about, politics. People don't like to talk about that, because the conversation usually ends in blows, man. So imagine when you're forced to talk about it and people are on the streets burning shit down,
Yeah, they're gonna find out who you voted for. They'll be like, so you voted for Trump, right? No, I voted for Biden. Now you're your worst enemy. That's basically it's like the brothers read earlier. It's dividing the whole country. So this is really a beautiful thing. You voted for the other person. You used to be friends. You voted for the other person. Now you're my enemy. It's because of you why the country's like this. It's because of you why all these stores are closing. They're gonna blame it on the other party. Nobody wants to talk about politics because they know it's a touchy subject. Same thing with religion. But right now, politics. Right now, this in this election year. Hey man, this is a beautiful time, brothers. Go ahead.
I got you right here, brother.
Go ahead.
This is real quick. I know my colleague, you got something. But let me get this real quick. This is Matthew 24 and 12. It says, "And because iniquity shall abound," all that chaos that's going to be ensuing, "the love of many shall wax cold."
That's right. Yeah, the love of many shall wax cold because everything that's happening is building up to a head, and when that shit busts, and people are just they don't know who to blame. They're just gonna point the finger at you liberals, you conservatives. They're gonna blame, and they're gonna see fire Okay, you're gonna see fire in the streets, kindling. You're gonna see guns. You're gonna hear gunshots. The police are gonna, have to get involved, and there's gonna be a martial law. They're gonna have to get involved. We've been prophesying this for a long time, and y'all called us conspiracy theorists or whatever the case may be. But look, now everybody's wearing masks in the car. You calling us conspiracy theorists? Now you're wearing a goddamn mask in the car. You didn't prophesy that. We was telling you that this was gonna happen, and now everybody's upset with each other. Now the whole country's divided. The love of many shall wax cold. The first precept the brother read about the lack of bread. People are gonna be pissed at each other for the lack of bread. People are gonna be busting in people's houses because there's no food, and you have nobody to blame but yourselves because you didn't heed to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, talking to you Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now you stuck in the midst of all that chaos and with no covering, no defense. You just out there. You got it, bro.
Hey, real quick, Mayam, because I was actually reading. Those are the precepts I was reading. But can you read that 12 and then read 10 again, just to hammer the point home? Because I didn't get to finish 10. But can you read 12 and then 10 again?
This is verse 10. It says, "And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
Con, I just wanted to finish because I was actually reading that in the process. I was wasn't done with the verse, but I just wanted to make sure it all came out. But y'all brothers already hit the point. That was the point.
Yeah, man.
Their love's gonna wax cold, man. Like what's that? Is it Jay-Z or Nas? One of them. Ain't no love in the city. All right, they ain't. All right, the love of many shall wax cold. So it's gonna be a cold winter, so to say, a real cold one. Yeah, the morality of people is hurt right now. They at least here in Florida, they're allowed to go back to the bars and get pissy drunk. But like the brother read earlier, soon it's gonna be bitter unto them. You still can't get you go home, you're still in the shithole situation. You get drunk, now you overanalyzing your life, bugging the hell out. So you can't even, usually the typical American go to the bar for happy hour after work. Well, it ain't too happy now. You're trying to drown your sorrows away, but everywhere you look, there's something bringing these Americans down, man. So imagine, when it's a law, America becomes a lawless society, man. All that frustration these Americans have, man, they're gonna explode, man. Go ahead, Doug.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7. Ezekiel 7, and I'll start at verse 10. "Behold the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth, the rod hath blossomed, pride hath budded." Verse 11. "Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs, neither shall there be wailing for them." So we're pretty much going into the recipe of disaster the Lord got going on here in so-called America. All right, now's the time, for it to pretty much the fruit of it, which is again sedition. Pretty much things brewing up to the point of destruction. The chip coming out, the economy collapsing. All this is going in time to prophecy how the Lord wants this to be destroyed. Because he could easily snap his finger like Thanos and poof America, but he systematically is destroying this place. That's a beautiful work if you're on the right side to watch and see what the Lord's actually doing.
The Most High is bound by his word. The Most High said it, and he's it don't matter, like Elder Apostle Ramlov said. You could do 100 videos, man, it don't matter. That's not going to shorten the days. The Lord is bound by his word. Real quick, this is 2 Ezra 7:44. Verse 43, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past." So backing the brother up, man, this corruption is getting ready to be past, man. So this is a beautiful movie that we're witnessing of Yahweh Shai actually making up the so-called white man to beat that pride getting butted up, man. So that what ultimately scriptures speak about pride go before destruction. And in Proverbs 16 it says, the Lord reserved the wicked for a day of evil. So what what manner of person are you to be, but in a holy conversation and godliness to actually witness the downfall and destruction of your enemy, man? You know, so we in good hands, man. You know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You got some?
Yeah, real quick. Matthew's like in Luke 21, and I'm gonna start at 33. Luke 21 and 33. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. All right. So the brothers is what? Everything that the brothers is brought out or spoken on, either it was the word or it was according to the word. All right, because these brothers are prophets, man. All right, priests. So the scriptures say, "Heaven and earth shall pass, but my word shall not pass away." So you heard it here first. Rather somebody wanna, because you got a lot of Jakes and shit, or even Edomites as well. All right, we've been speaking on this shit for years and years. Now you got certain people taking listen to us, and they take certain things like the chip, and they put it on their platform. They incorporate it into whatever madness or YouTube that they got on, so they want people to follow them. And they doing it all after the glory. Their own self-glory, trying to seek some type of praise from men. But regardless, in your heart of hearts, you heard it here first, man. All right, from the man of the Lord. Okay? Yes, sir.
Yeah, there was a point you just said, and I remember this precept. It's Jeremiah 23 and verse 30. Therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord Yahweh, that steal my words, everyone from his neighbor.
Yep, that's still the words, everyone from his neighbor, man. And that's what they do. They don't give credit, because somebody with credit, like right now, the Ark by each of the mark of the beast. You know where that's coming from. You know what vine that's rooting from, man. All right? From the true vine. All right? The scripture says, testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. That's what's taking place. So there's only one true vine. Okay? You heard it here first. Reading on, it says, and take heed to yourself, lest any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. So, times are getting bad, but the men of the Lord have been welcoming these bad times. They've been excited about these bad times. We've been waiting on these times, but it's coming upon the world unaware. Okay? It's coming upon them unaware. They wonder and they scrambling right now. Like, what shall we do? Or hoping things will get better. But here it is. We've been prophesying to you for years that things are only going to get worse and destruction is coming to this place. Okay? This is the point. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and stand before the Son of Man. Okay? The scripture says, a prudent man foreseeth evil and hideth himself, man. All right? So we've been watching and we've been waiting on these times. Now is our time to really shine. It's our time to let go and release. Hey, prophesy, man. Prophesy it. Let it all go. Let's do this.
Who can but prophesy?
Yeah, who can but prophesy? Because why? These things are taking place, man. Romans 3:3. We've been saying that for years. For what if some did not believe? Shall that make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Let God be true, but every man alive, thou shalt be justified in thy sins. This is the time of that justification, all right? The glorification of Yahweh Shai, and by default, the glorification of his men. Then shall it be known who are my chosen. Okay? So let your light shine before man. This is that time. All right? It says, that's pretty much it on that. That's all I had on that. But that, that's the point, man. The times are coming. The Lord has spoke the word. The men of the Lord has went out and prophesied. And you people took light of it. You thought we was gonna be out. Oh, y'all niggas would be out there for another 100 years. Y'all been saying that for this long. But here it is now. And the Lord still got the masses of you people blind, because you ain't turning to repent. Okay? You still blinded. Your ears are still fat. Your eyes are still closed. Okay? And we sitting back and waiting, and we know what time it is. The scripture say, measured out of time diligently in itself. So we know what time it is, man. You don't. That's why you niggas still going out there voting and having hope in the system, because you can't discern the times. That's why those are the circumcision, all right, meaning circumcised in the heart, those that know they're Israelites. That's why you still trying to build up Israelite communities, because you don't know what time we in. You don't know the time, man. But here is the man of the Lord. Hey, more videos. Let's keep pushing this thing out, because this is the time, man. We know what time it is, and we buckling down, and we getting ready so we can be able to stand in that evil day, man. The scripture say that since thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, man. That's what the hell we waiting on, you know?
Okay, you can close it out.
So, you know, we gonna continue to push this truth. You know, hey, we trying to turn up, man. You know, because this is the time, brothers. Now is the time to we finna get ready to reap. Okay, the fruits of all this push. You remember one year where it was 2018, maybe it was a year to push. All right, you know, year of prophecy. You know, we getting ready to reap. To reap, man. It's time to reap. The fruits are our labors. So now what we gotta do is close this thing out. And when you close this thing out, you don't half-ass it, man. You complete it and you finish it. So now is that time. We finna sit back and watch the Lord work. All right, and hold our faith. And if we have and we believe, okay, we gonna be straight in these last times. So with that, you know, we gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh. Double unto the apostles, a great millstone and rule well. Peace, love, and blessings also to you Akim out there out laboring. All right. And shalom to you few sisters out there listening and learning. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.